of our 20s of viewers, 20s of 30s of viewers.
Ooh.
Looks like we are live. Welcome to another hot mess. Coffee talk, open mic. It's such a hot mess that Dawn isn't here, and we have she's transformed into an Abigail. And hey, Abigail, how's it
Hi.
going?
Oh, you dick.
I don't know. It just happened.
What's new with you, Bontrager? Tell us about your life.
Well, I was gonna get a haircut, and then it's like there's too much. Oh, see, like disappears. There's too much of the hair. There's too much of it. But then I don't want to drive out to the suburbs and everyone. I might get four more curtains. Might get 4 more curtains because 6 isn't enough. I'm in a terracotta palace. Like, you know, those curtains I use as my back, my stage thing. Well, they're everywhere. I use it to cover all the trash in the kitchen because I only live in one room. So I put curtains everywhere to separate all the spaces, and I might put them in the shower in the bathroom, so then I can have a friend over and we can both be intimate in the same room, but then not look at each other.
I guess that's important.
I guess.
Yeah. I don't have sex, so I don't understand.
You don't have the sex?
No.
Oh no.
No, I'm a celibate lady.
Why don't you have the sex? Well, I think if Dawn was here, she'd tell you to go on a Halo forum and just chat up guys.
Oh,
that was my plan.
Comedy's for.
Yeah, that's my slow plan was to like eke out an hour-long special of Dawn just talking about all of her Halo boyfriends, because apparently she's had at least 7 from one Halo forum.
Damn,
guess that's a teaser for next time.
Damn, I would fucking
You're
kill
not
my
a bad
crew.
bitch. Like that's just what it is. I don't make the rules. I just fuck friend groups, and I can't help it. I understand, Dawn.
The whole group, like the
whole group. Oh yeah, you gotta start with like the lower level and like just kind of like get everybody.
Is that what you do? So you're infiltrating this Halo forum, and you're like, let me look at the leaderboards. Let me go down to like number 3. Let me go down to number 375. Hey, what up, Chode Smasher 62? How's it going? You know, is that what you're doing? Yeah, exactly. And then you move up and you're like, hey, are you friends with number 302? Dick Stomper?
But in my
are you friends
case,
with them?
It's just chefs.
It doesn't matter what they're chefing, it's just chefs.
Just chefs.
Just chefs. Chiefs?
Chiefs. Ooh.
Chiefs and chefs? I don't know. What's this bomb?
Maybe.
Someone send me a bomb. I almost want to play Marv's clip, but what is this?
Do you have a list, Bontrager? Am I making a list?
Like, thinking like party. I'm really like suppressed. Discriminated against. I mean,
what is this?
Wow, Marv's really going off today.
Who's that?
All right, that was Marv. He just sent me a voice clip, and I didn't want to actually listen to it, so I thought I'd make you guys listen to it. Because Europeans, they don't believe in texting. They're all about the voice clipping. Is it racist to say that all Europeans only like to send voice clips on Messenger?
I worked with wow, you're committing a hate crime right now.
I worked with an Italian guy, and he was like, voice clip all day. I'm like, dude, I understand half of what you're saying. Stop voice clipping. What do you do?
Honestly, the text messages are always worse.
But yes, I do have a list, and I'm old fashioned, so I don't know how things work. So I just use paper. Let's see, stopwatch. I'll stopwatch yous alls. Let's see.
Actual,
today,
stopwatch, like on
it's amazing.
On a watch.
Oh, I have a couple of like sick ass Casio watches that I have to like replace the battery for. But I want to get like a huge one, because like, you know, it's like, you know, like when you're on stage, you don't have to like look like this, you know what I mean? So I want like a huge, just like Leela
like
from Futurama.
Just Casio electric watch.
Oh, just like just huge timer. Oh, and then when it gets close to the end, it's like, yeah, you still suck, but say that last shitty joke. Oh, so great. Speaking of jokes that won't be shitty, here's our lineup so far. We have Paul Kilmer, Devin Flynn, Gregory Matthews, Jubal Kaplan, Joa Gorman, and all others who sneak in. I don't see any more incels in here because I am not in. All right, here we got someone else. I bet you they're not an incel. I got you down here. I'll put you down, Amira. Put you down here.
Oh
We're
my
all
God.
getting 5.
It's the only mic in town where there's not all incels. We have to have at least 2 women for it not to be an incel.
I don't know. I might have to cancel it because I wanted this to be the all incel mic, but then Dawn's like, no, let's like make it not about men. I'm like, I don't see how that works.
We live to serve men.
Oh, I'm glad you said it. I mean,
I mean it.
Oh man, I'll make sure I have the right mouse. Up first, we got Paul Kilmer. He's coming from the big old white void. He has things in boxes. He doesn't want to open those action figures. Is he a magic man? I think he's a magic man. Paul Kilmer.
How you doing?
Hey, how's it going? How you going?
Hey, how you doing?
I don't talk like that. I'm a comic magician, which means I don't have to do magic. And I don't have to be funny. I'm like the Raisin Bran of comedy magic. You eat me because you have to. Right. I'm gonna do a trick with my blue lighter, and how this works is I'm gonna take the lighter and hold it like this and grab the flame and put it back on the lighter. And now the lighter's red. Nice. I'm glad everybody liked that. I'm not gonna stop, okay? This is what I will come to your house and entertain your children, but also steal everything you own.
Ooh.
All right. I'm gonna do some more paper bag magic. Inside this paper bag, what do we have today? It's rope. It's rope, guys. I'm not saying I'm an expert with rope, but I'm pretty good with it. I can tie so many knots.
Oh.
Yeah. I am going to show you the difference between an optical illusion and sleight of hand. Sleight of hand is what happens when you physically manipulate an object, any object. And an optical illusion is what happens when you create an illusion inside somebody's eye, or more specifically, their mind. So we have 3 pieces of rope. We have a small rope, which reminds me of my dad because he left. And then we have a medium piece of rope, which reminds me of the 90s. It's because when my dad left. And we have a long piece of rope, which is just a long piece of rope. Rule of 3. So if I do this right, I can create the illusion that the pieces of rope are now stretching to all one length approximately. 1, 2, 3 pieces of rope, now all the same size. But if I use a bit of sleight of hand, I can take the rope and place it through it, and now one of the ropes disappears. Yay! It's not that kind of show. Nice. So basically what happens is I can take one end and it jumps over here. And I can take the other end and it jumps over here. But remember, this is just an optical illusion with a little bit of sleight of hand mixed in. It's just an illusion.
Damn it.
With 3 pieces of rope and a bad childhood. So because I'm a professional, I have no idea where I'm at. So I'm gonna do one more banger and then I'll get out of here because you all have stuff to do, right, Joe?
Hell yeah.
Nice. Because I'm a magician, I have an envelope with a question mark on it and some Zoom information on the back of it because I'm a slob. I'm going to do a quick card trick. I threw all my cards in a box. All right. How about that? That was the trick.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah. That's what happens when you are not invited over for family functions anymore because your family doesn't understand your hobbies. I could tie so many good knots. That's called a callback.
Oh no.
Bontrager, I'm almost done, right?
Oh, I was waiting for you to say flourish, but yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. Watch this. Flourish.
You're actually perfectly on time with that. That's amazing.
All right.
Thanks for coming, Paul. Oh shit.
problem. I love you.
Oh man, thanks for coming, Paul. Have fun torturing your family with your mystical arts.
No problem.
Do 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 do, but do 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 do.
I
Paul
didn't grow up
Killer.
with magic around me, so like every time I see Paul do a magic trick, I'm like honestly impressed.
Thank you. I'm also impressed by you.
Oh my god,
You didn't even need to use the rope.
I didn't
Like
even
the
need
root.
rope. Well, I think I have some somewhere from back in the day whenever I used to have sex.
All right, there's the list as I have it so far. Let me know if you want your set to be mailed straight to Conan, and we'll
Yeah.
get that sorted out.
Oh my god, let's get this going. Let's start sending all of our sets to every major network.
I mean,
possible.
you know,
You can't refuse all of us.
Yeah.
You know, I went to a very famous college. Kanye dropped out of it. Andy Richter went there. Andy Dick went there. Lot of big
Oh,
names.
Andy
Lot of
Dick,
big
what a
names.
name.
The cinematographer of Avatar. A lot of big names. Yeah.
What
Kanye
college?
Kanye went to one day of Columbia College Chicago and said, fuck that. And I went for 4 years and stole everything I could from them. If they're gonna steal from me, I'll steal from them, and we'll just make it a big old reach around.
I love stealing. Good for you, Bontrager.
I see Devin Flynn over here thinking of all the things that he will and won't steal. Big subplot of the movie Clifford. Martin Short loves to steal things. I don't know why. He's a klepto. He steals everything. He steals his uncle picks him up from the airport. He steals a dog, a surfboard, a microwave, and what was the last thing? And like a kitchen set. He's all about the steals, and it's not Clifford the Big Red Dog. Fuck you. It's my only Clifford. It's Martin Short in ironically, a red sweater. Let's not use the word ironically. Devin Flynn.
I was just gonna say this movie brought to you by Bontrager. So how much time do I have left now?
Sorry, you only have 70 minutes left. I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Fuck, he's gone. I left a comment in the section. It may have came off a little harsher than it sounded because I was comparing Paul's paper bag magic sounding like my sex life. You know, just toys, but otherwise empty and fulfilling. And that may have come off a little harsher than I wanted it to sound. I do like his magic, and being a comedian and a magician is crazy difficult. So, but I do compare it to my sex life because there are toys, but you know, unlike Paul, nobody's using them. I'll wait for Oz. Oz are as good as Haws, guys.
Oh.
No, in lieu of that, and with compassionate respect, I am just going to play with my balls here. Abby, get your head out of the gutter. I've never done much magic, But as an homage to Paul, I'm going to show you guys a trick I was actually doing while I was traveling and doing comedy. So, okay, first off, I can juggle 2 balls. You guys ready for this? Thank you.
Woo!
How much time do I have left?
7 years.
2 days.
All right. But, the longer I did this, the better I got. The better I got. No, that you guys aren't impressed with 2 balls, are you? What if I did this? This doesn't. I just realized this really doesn't translate on Zoom very well. How's your FPS rate there? Or is that whatever? I'm going to show you guys anyway. So I am in fact releasing the balls, but let's make this a little more impressive. Now I don't know if you can tell, but my eyes are closed, and I am actually throwing and juggling them. This is a lot more impressive in person, just like my comedy act. Now, normally I would just start throwing 3 balls and be like, so you guys paid for the hour, right? But I'm going to give that up now. So normally I would do this with old people, and they're so desperate for attention that they would applaud and laugh anyway because of the medication they're on, which is why I really miss performing for old people. At least I did until I tried that magic trick with the disappearing bat head, but that went awry, and well, a year later, here we are, so I'm sorry. I really did do a lot of shows for old people, and they really enjoyed it, so I miss it. I did one show, fuck, I'm not even doing jokes, I'm just gonna storytell here. I did a show out a town over, it was on Valentine's Day, and they said, oh, don't you have a special lady? I'm like, why do I need a special lady when I have 20 right here in front of me? And they fucking loved that, and they ate it up, and they gave me pudding afterwards. Fuck, I miss comedy.
Yeah. Fucking pudding.
Yeah. Oh, those ladies were great. I love talking about like old people. I think by doing that, it just makes me appreciate my own youth. I'm at that stage in life where everybody says, oh, you're young and healthy, until one of these days I'm going to be talking about an ailing health problem like COVID, and there's oh yeah, that's the way things are. I'm like, fuck, young and healthy, young and healthy.
No.
But I appreciate like the elderly. Like for example, I wasn't terribly close with my grandma and grandpa, but I have a lot of family. Like I always wondered why every family just seems to have that amazing family recipe, usually for like cookies or something like that. The grandma's coveted cookie recipe. And I thought, well, yeah, that makes sense. They lived through the war. They probably didn't have an abundance of food items, whatnot. You live to be 80 or 90. Of course, you're going to get good at something when you do it over and over, like making cookies. And then I realized I have 10 aunts and uncles. I think grandma got good at something else, too. Probably explains why my grandpa is a fan of pie and not cookies. We were talking about race and white people, so I'm just going to go off on that. I had a school assignment one day, and I was asking my grandpa, Grandpa, are we Irish or Scottish? Because, well, look at me. It's one or the other. And he said, oh, we're Irish. We're not like those damn Scots. I'm like, okay, Grandpa is a little bit racist, and we're Irish. So the next week, I went back to my grandpa's house, and we were talking about that, and the idea of where we came from came up again. And he'd mentioned something. I'm like, but how we were Scottish. I said, well, Grandpa, last time I was here, you said we were Irish. No, we're Scottish, not like those damn drunk Irish. Okay, so not only do we are descended from a mix of Europeans, Grandpa, it has dementia. So I got bonus points for that, and I got to take the day off school when he eventually died.
Yay!
That's not true, but I wanted to end on a funny note. So I'm going to give my amazing 20 seconds back to the room. Yay, family deaths.
Thanks for coming. Bring your family deaths anytime. Come on, Fleon. He'll be doing his 3-hour special straight from his bathtub. Venmo him for tickets. Oh, you found bubbles? I
Yeah.
found some bubbles. That's nice.
I had to celebrate Devin's grandpa dying.
Oh, that's nice.
That's how we celebrated too. True story.
man.
True story. Quick side story. So when my grandma died, I was actually doing a set the night I found out, and I was going to do dead grandma jokes. Karma, I had to be a pallbearer. That's not even a joke, but we made jokes anyway.
Another death thing. Someone died, and like I think it was my mom's cousin. I don't care how they're related to us, but she used to say this thing all the time. Like, oh, let's put her great saying on a gravestone, and her great saying was, "Bloom where you are planted."
What that?
I like it.
You wanted to be a zombie.
Yeah,
Oh, God, I didn't fucking bloom in there.
I have
Bloom where you are planted.
I have this picture of whenever I was a kid and like a daisy field. My parents were just like, wow, this is like the best picture of you as a child. And I was like, yeah, no, I love it. And they're just like, oh, in Alaska, if you're in a daisy field, you're actually in a graveyard because that's where pushing up daisies comes from.
Speaking of pushing up daisies in Alaska, I hope Gregory Matthews never dies in Alaska. Gregory Matthews, come in here and give us your jokes and then tell those children the news.
Yeah, best intro in the biz there, Bontrager. Best intro in the biz. So you guys were talking about incels, just incels right now, and it made me think about how I'm a vol cell. I have 3 children, and I'm not even chancing it anymore. I'm voluntarily not having sex until I get the old vasect. Speaking of medical procedures, has anyone gotten the vaccine yet? Has anyone gotten the vaccine? I got my first dose yesterday, and I've been having some side effects. I got a sore. My arm is like legitimately sore, and I've had fatigue, but I'm having some other side effects that I don't know if anyone's ever noticed before. Is hung like a horse a known side effect of the vaccine? Does anyone?
Yeah.
Does anyone know about that? I'm asking for friends. There we go, Bontrager. There's my penis joke for you. I didn't have any, but now I have a penis joke in my arsenal. It's what every white guy needs. Every white male comedian needs a penis joke, right?
As many penises as you can, my friend.
Yeah. So, I want to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. It really is. I want to get serious for a second. And this is something that really has changed my life. I want to talk to you about a movie that came out about 16 or 17 years ago, and this movie was Human Centipede. Yes. Here's my Human Centipede material. So for those of you who, by the way, jazz hands in chat if you've seen Human Centipede or if you know what Human Centipede is. Doesn't matter. Everyone's doing it. So I don't need to explain it to you guys. But if I'm going to explain it anyway, because I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page. Mad scientist kidnaps some tourists and surgically sews them mouth to anus. Hilarity ensues, basically, right? And so, spoiler alert, in this movie, there's 3 people in the Human Centipede. The guy at the front ends up committing suicide at the end of the movie. And now, boy, I got to tell you, I would have lost this bet. I had an exacta box on the second and third people in the Human Centipede on committing suicide first. Because the front of the Human Centipede is just not that bad. Like, it's really not that bad. Like, how much different is your everyday life from just being the front of a Human Centipede? It's just not that much different. Your life kind of sucks. Being the front of a Human Centipede kind of sucks. It's fine. I do want to start the saying front of the pede and back of the pede. Maybe you guys can help me with this. So like if you have something good happens to you, like, hey, I found $20 in the ground. It's like a real front of the pede kind of day. Or I stepped in dog shit on my way to work. It was a real back of the pede kind of day. Or I ended up as the actual back of a Human Centipede. It was a real back of the pede kind of day. You know, things like that. But really, like I was saying before, the front of a Human Centipede is really not that big a deal. If I was kidnapped and got Human Centipeded on a Friday, I would be detached in surgery on Saturday, and I'd be back at work on a Monday. It's just not that big a deal. And when I did get back to work on Monday, I'd ask for a raise because I had leadership experience that I gained over the weekend. Because there's very, very little difference between a leadership seminar and being the front of a Human Centipede. Am I right? This guy knows what I'm talking about. Bontrager knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah.
I don't really know if that material is very good, but I'm just so attached to it, and I feel like it's attached to me, and I just refuse to give it up. I get it. Human centipede attached. That's the best part of the whole bit is that little stupid thing at the end. All right.
You get 7 more hours.
I get 7 more hours, but I'm only doing penis jokes. I'm only doing penis jokes. You guys ever notice that a lot of UFC fighters are Republicans, and it's also their job to get punched in the head? And I think I would like to end with some advice. I'm an adult. I think I'm probably older than many of you in this room, and I'd like to give you some advice. My first piece of advice is that the early bird does catch the worm, but the late bird also catches the worm. Do you know how many worms there are? There's like billions of worms. Just sleep in, get a worm later. And my final piece of advice is this is a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt's great-great-granddaughter. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself, and mass shootings, and emergent highly contagious viruses, and domestic white supremacist terrorism, and the rise of authoritarianism, and total economic collapse, and cancer, and getting hit by a bus. But other than that, only fear. Thank you. Have a front of the peed kind of week, and this back of the peed kind of life we live. Have a great week.
Man, I'd peed with you any day, man. Come back anytime. I'd peed with you. Maybe be separated a little bit. I wouldn't be, not, someone between us, but I'd totally be on the peed with you.
Oh, that means a lot to me.
I'd be in the middle of that for sure.
Oh, great, because I really need a buffer. I can't have direct, but I'd totally be on the peed with you. I can't be direct.
He's like, he's like, I like Greg, but not that much. I get it. I get it.
We haven't met in person yet. I assumed we had because he looked like every Canadian, Chicagoan comedian.
As soon as the pandemic's over, we can meet in person, and then we can just immediately get into a human centipede with each other.
Yeah, and I'll sit you next to the 7 other comedians you look like, and you'll see, like, you won't even know. Yeah. I'll take a picture of you guys. You won't even know where you are in the picture. It'll be great. Thanks for coming. Give those kids the truth, my friends. He brought up penises. I got to bring up penises because I forgot to bring up penises at the top of the show. Guys, we're not stopping. I'm really getting on board with stopping pollution. We got to reverse pollution. We're ruining the environment. We're ruining everything because it turns out it's just incidentally, just a side note. It's not making me go one way or the other, but pollution's making penises smaller, and I think we need to stop pollution. But that's not related to the penis thing at all. But if you want penises to be bigger, you got to stop the pollution. Got to stop the pollution. Got to stop that pollution.
We got to stop pollution. Everybody
Google it.
Google it. Just like
Google
Gregory.
it. Google it. Put on safe search. Type in smaller penises and pollution.
No safe
articles
search.
will come up.
Go off the rails.
This isn't a safe search off pink socks kind of situation. All right. It's not a prank. It's real.
While you're at it,
defumigate yourself and get a bigger penis today. I learned all of this from our next comedian, Jabal Kaplan. He's walking through the woods. He's a woodsy man. He's going to give us his woodsy truth. Come on now.
It's been very interesting because I've been sitting on the bench here waiting patiently, and you guys have been talking about old people. That's appropriate. I'm here on the bench where I belong. And then there's been a lot of old people walking by, and their interesting reactions to the set have to follow 2 comedy magicians and the human centipede material. I'm not sure I can. It's pretty. I've been picking up dog shit a little bit to get warmed up for comedy, and it's not really comparable to any part of the human centipede, I guess. Anyway, when I saw this mic, I was kind of excited. Now more people are coming by and they're watching me talk to myself, which is always fun.
Make sure you stress that you're a comedian on a comedy show right now. You won't look insane, I swear.
I beg to differ.
You guys would have to laugh more if I was in. No, yeah, it's a big crowd here now. We got a dog, we got some ducks. Now, when I saw that that it was a Wednesday mic, 10 o'clock my time, and there'd be drinking, I thought that's my kind of mic. Day drinking on a Wednesday morning.
Hell
Sounds
yeah.
like no. I recently I heard there was a mushroom that can give a woman an orgasm, which is upsetting because I can't. And you know, now I'm feeling a little inferior to a mushroom. But no, it turns out I looked into it. I researched this little Casanova mushroom, and it turns out it doesn't work for all women. So it's just like a dude. It's not anyway. I was thinking I should clean it up for the morning. You know, I was going to do some cleaner material, and then I saw you guys doing your stuff, and I have to find all this new material. It really sucks because I didn't get to do any of the material that I worked up. Like I had some stuff just perfect. I had a big bit. It was all election oriented. You know, Biden and Trump were in like a post-apocalyptic battle in a big Thunderdome kind of thing. Only it was like Mad Max with diapers, and it was, you know, and I had all that invested into that. It just pisses me off. I didn't even get to really do it like twice. And then they're like, you know, everything is outdated now that I have. Like I still have Nick Cannon material I never got to do. No, I'm upset about this. I got this for Christmas, and it's nice camo jacket. I can't even wear it without looking like I stormed the Capitol. And it's another thing. I didn't get to do any of my Capitol material. I just missed. I was looking away. I think there's about a minute. Anyway.
You had 2 minutes left.
Okay, good. I got long enough to go into this because, you know, you felt pretty like you wondered because you could tell when they got in there, they were all excited, like they had won. Like all they had to do is like hit a button, and it's like Trump's still president. Like I was worried at first, but I think we got this. I think Trump's still going to be our man. I mean, what the fuck were they thinking? But they did kind of get me once a little bit when they were all chanting "Hang Mike Pence." I was like, they're kind of swaying me a little. Like we got to stop these guys right after they hang him. No, I shouldn't say that. He's a hero. I mean, yeah, I guess. He's a fucking pro-life religious thought. No, I thought maybe that's something we can all get together on now. I was joking with my brother about it, and he was down. He was like, yeah, that's like a common thing is we all hate Mike Pence now. We can we can agree. I don't know. Maybe it's we just need to unify now. We all just need to get together and kick all those guys out of the country. No, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really have any. I forgot. Oh yeah, I did have something. Wasn't it kind of like Cousin Eddie when they stormed the Capitol? Wasn't it like that scene in Christmas Vacation? Cousin Eddie gets all mad, and then all right, that's probably my time. And then he goes off in his RV and he kidnaps. It was like a bunch of Cousin Eddies. It was all right. That's enough. It's early. Thanks for indulging me.
Thanks for coming, Jubal. You can come to my bunker any day of the week. We'll storm anything you want, fella.
Yeah.
Old guy.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for scaring the old people for us. That was amazing.
Joe got so excited whenever he brought up Trump. He was just like, we're going to bring him back.
Unwitting audience members in the woods. It's great. You should all be doing your sets out in the woods so the old people can hear our truth. You know what I mean?
Bike path.
You should all be out there.
It's just a bike path.
I mean, if you bomb in the woods and nobody hears it, did it happen?
I don't know. Ask those breachers. Can we stop saying insurgent? Breachers sounds so much dirtier. I like that better. Fucking breachers. Fucking goddamn breachers. Oh man. So I learned a little trick. I learned, so like, you know, if you feel like your water, you're like, I'm tired of cold water. I want water that's got a nice little warm feeling to it, like a nice tingly warm body feeling to it. You know what they used to do? And I think we should bring it back. They used to sell water flavored with radium. Because you know the radium, it heats up it warms up your body on the inside. You feel that energy, you know, it's great.
Cancer.
You know, it's pretty awesome. You know, it's really fucking awesome. Your body thinks radium is calcium, so it takes it in like calcium, and then it deposits and eats your bones away, and you got glowy fucking radioactive bones, man. Where's glowy radioactive bone man? That's what I'm saying, man.
The next superhero.
Looks like I don't have the riff anymore. I didn't want to switch while you were choking on the chokey. Our next comic likes to choke on things, and he likes to maintain his mustache. If he maintains his mustache anymore, it might become sentient and fly away and become president and leave him mustacheless, all alone at block 1 to become a new mustache superhero, to go out and battle his mustache that used to be his, but now gained sentience. Now he has to fight it to regain control over mankind and all of the mustache powers. Don't piss him off or he'll go Super Saiyan. Joe Gorman.
What's up? What's up, sleeping beauties? That's right. Nightmare is over, dude. Here comes Prince Charming with the only applicable kiss in 2021, which is a charming stand-up comedy set done inside. You think I'm gonna go outside that fucking death trap? Hell no. The new normal now is I'm not leaving my fucking house ever, okay? Even though I don't care how many fucking vaccines that goofball Fauci tosses our way, dude. I don't believe that fucking guy all of a sudden. Oh, hey, how about this? When we actually get a fucking $15 minimum wage nationwide, then I'll fucking believe the fucking vaccine is good for me that the government's making us take. How about that, huh? How about when we get our $20,000? Yeah, I know it's supposed to be $2,000. I want $20,000. I just fucking charged you tax, government, for taking too long. How do you like that little taste of your own medicine, huh? We're fighting the demon with its own sword, man. Yo, isn't it kind of crazy? Like, you know, they were talking about like the comics were talking about the fucking Capitol Hill riots. I'm worried that in 2021 we're suddenly becoming fucking pro cop again, and I'm really fucking worried about that society. I hate to sound like a fucking old man talking about like I'm worried about the state of society, but this is bad, man. Like Kamala Harris, she's fucking vice president. She's a super cop, man. She's all about fucking cops. They're not gonna fucking defund the police just like everyone thought they were going to. There's absolutely no way they're gonna do that under the Biden administration, dude. And now, like the way the news articles are going, they've started mentioning that police officers are getting killed in tragedies. How does police officer death and tragedy go on the same line unless the words not is in the middle of those words? You know what I'm saying, dude? The only good cop is a dead cop. All right, folks. My name is Joe Gorman. I am a white male, so of course I am anti-cop. What am I gonna fucking worry about, dude? What am I gonna worry about, dude? Fuck up, dude. And then like the minute like just anyone comes to my house, I'm like, oh, I need a gun. You know, like we'll see what happens, dude. I ain't worried about that shit, dude. I guess I should be, but I'm not. You know why? Because I subconsciously want to die. How about that? I'm like, that's why I want to defund the cops and not take the vaccine. I want to die. I want to make sure I die, and I want to make sure a lot of people die alongside me. How about dude? You know how like Governor Cuomo was saying like, I don't want anyone's grandma to die. It's like, I want everyone's grandma to die, and then I want them to die too. Maybe not in that order. Or maybe in that order. I don't know. Ooh, this got fucking dark. You see what happens when you don't have a fucking set list? What's the set list? Pander about stuff, recite things I read on Twitter, renounce Christ as my savior. I ain't doing none of that. All right, dude. I'll never fucking renounce Christ as my savior, dude. I do. Do you guys believe in God? I don't. But that's only because like I've taken DMT, and that's supposed to like you're supposed to see fucking God. I didn't see shit, man. Everyone, I was like, I took DMT. I was on the couch. This fool next to me was like dying. He was like fucking like he was, his eyes were like rolling back. He was having an out of body experience. He was living like 1,000 lifetimes in just one frame. I'm on the couch, like I'm slumped over to the side. My neck can't work. I can't move my whole body. And I'm like, this is interesting. I wonder if I'm gonna have a hallucinogenic effect. I didn't. It was just like this weird thing. It was like waking death or something. I didn't have any spiritual breakthrough. I didn't see some fucking lady in green that everyone sees. I didn't see some city made out of circuitry. It's a big fucking waste. And you know what? I think that's what happens when you die. Fucking nothing. All right. I think all of these chumps that recite like, oh, this is heaven, this is the afterlife, fucking suckers, dude. And everyone that buys into that, suckers, dude. You're not doing what you want to do because you're afraid God's gonna punish you and send you to hell. Newsflash: there is no hell. There are no consequences for our actions in this life, and there is no next life. So don't worry about being reincarnated as some fucking. I mean, if I fucking jerk off to an image I like, I might get reincarnated as a dung beetle. Not gonna fucking happen, dude. Nothing's ever. Dude, do whatever you want. Yo, what if like we're watching this and like this is how the purge starts because everyone tuned into this live stream on YouTube and they're right, no gods, no consequences, and just start fucking killing people and shit. It's like the end of the Joker. Oh, when did that? That's what every comic wants subconsciously. I want to inspire people to be anarchists through my art. And like, you know, the fucking movie ends with Joker dancing on a car like a little fucking loser, dude. I would never fucking follow a man that dances in public. So call me old fashioned, but I think that's a fucking loser. Ever see that where fucking like politicians are dancing and shit? You wouldn't fucking vote for that. Obama probably could fucking cut a rug, but you never fucking saw it, huh? You never fucking saw. What if he just did like the fucking splits? I guess if they broke dance, that would be cool, but they always fucking dance like fucking twerps. So I guess I just contradicted myself, but you know what? Fuck it, dude. No gods, no masters. For real. For fucking real. There is no gods, no consequence. Look at our laws. It's all based on the fucking Bible. You know, like every fucking law out there. We have sodomy laws. Why? Who cares? You know, oh, we gotta fucking protect people and their fucking buttholes and stuff. Get out of town, dude. Your fucking false god won't protect you from my rage. And I know, and I can kill you without knowing there'll be zero consequences to my. Damn, I am way too fucking high to be live streaming right now. Don't I come across like a fun guy to smoke weed with? Like, man, I want to fucking kill people, and I know I won't go to hell, which is the only thing that's stopping me. It's like, oh, you're fucking fun to place with, dude. Can we watch Spaceballs or something? Guys, I'm a nice guy. I'm just goofing around. Ugh, that sounds even worse.
Okay, Joe, what do you think about? Okay, so I'm all about breaching. I'm all about doing it up. But if you're gonna breach, you're gonna insurge. What are we stopping? Just do it for selfies. Okay, you're in.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Lock the doors. Who's got the welder? Let's weld these fucking doors shut. Let's camp up. Who brought tents? Who's making fucking s'mores? You got to camp out. You got to own that shit. Are you going to take it? Or are you going in there for selfies? The fuck are you doing?
You got to bring your own picture of the Prophet Muhammad and take pictures all throughout the Capitol.
This is why 9/11 was not an inside job. Humans are incompetent. No matter how many people try these big plans, when it comes down to it, they can't do it. Fucking yeah. Oh, they would have loved to fucking plan 9/11. Oh, they can't get the fucking FBI, the CIA to talk. So how the fuck would they do that? How the fuck would they pull that off? Welcome to the Hot Mess Incel Open Mic Show. Thank you for coming.
If someone had a boombox playing a popular song,
white man talking after this. I'm
Abigail, how's it going?
Pleased that we have women coming up on this.
How's it going, Abigail? How's it going? Let's have a nice transition to the lady block. We got a block of ladies coming up.
It's going really good. I just had the threesome of my life up on the screen.
We had some stashes going, some stashes. Do you think I see? Here's the thing with mustaches. I get annoyed when it goes over the lip, but apparently it's sexier when it goes over the lip. I can't do it. I can't.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's better when it's over the lip, right?
Okay, like I guess that's a personal preference. Like if you just had a Joan Waters.
Yeah, just like yeah. So like it's this. I go to the lip, and then I shave down even more from the nose, and then no, I'll do a
And then
how
he
about
showered.
this? How about this? I'll do a cowboy John Waters. I'll go handlebar John Waters. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll go like this, and it'll just be handlebar John Waters.
You're a monster.
You know who's not a monster?
Comedian.
Comedian's not a monster. Come on down, Amira. It's my girl. Please smile. Here we go. Do you like mustaches? Are you a fan of the mustache?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's not part of your time, but thanks for coming.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So after a breakup, I kept wanting to text my ex, and my sisters were trying to like stop me and take my phone away. And I was like, it's okay, you guys. I finally deleted his number, and they're like, yeah, we're so proud of you. But now I memorized it. So I wanted to join the Air Force, but then they disqualified me for having anxiety. And my sister's like, well, why don't you just lie about having anxiety? And I'm like, it makes me anxious to lie. So I couldn't find a seat on the train, so I just pretended to be pregnant. I was on a dating app, and I found this guy's name was Gleb, and I was like, I mean, you could change your name on the app, right? Like, you don't have to stick with that. I'm just saying. Okay, not funny. Cool. So, let's see. Okay, so in my religion, you're not supposed to like look at guys. You're supposed to like lower your gaze. But I'm a rebel. I stare at guys all I want. All right, cool. So this girl at work was putting sanitizer on, and she was like, I feel like I've been touching dirty things all day. And I was like, well, maybe you should stop touching Steve. So let's see. I'm just gonna turn the page to some better jokes. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so my sister's been doing her own bikini area because the salons are closed, and I was like, why don't you just shave? It's so much easier. And she goes, oh, because it gets bumpy and ugly down there. I was like, nobody cares what's on the outside. They only care what's on the inside. So I was watching the morning news with my dad, and he was like, see, this woman has good makeup on. She's not wearing too much like you. And I was like, well, she's dressed for the morning. I go out with men at night. Very cool. So I've been watching my family driving so I can like pass the test, and I failed 7 times. They keep dancing and putting on their makeup and everything. Maybe I should just hire a professional. I don't know, just a thought. So I'm kind of judgmental about like organic stuff or not. Like my dad got like regular grapes, and I was like, oh my God, the pesticides are so much on grapes. You should switch to organic. And then just like, as I finished the bag of Skittles. Okay, so let's see. I was on a walk at 4 a.m. because, I want to get kidnapped. And, just bored. It's okay. My mom told me not to talk to strangers, but it's okay. If he's cute, it'll be worth it. I'll have someone to talk to, unless he duct tapes my mouth shut. Okay. So I like this guy at the gym, but then I found out he likes Dragon Ball Z. But then I found out he's going to be a firefighter, so I liked him again. I'm a little indecisive. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Okay. So I finally got motivated to go work out at the gym, and my mom was like, oh, be careful, honey. My friend's husband went to the gym one time, and then he died. I was like, what? Like, you gotta ease into that. Maybe he had some other problems. I mean, you guys are old. Okay. So I applied for a job, and it was like a week after, and I was asking my dad for some advice, and he was like, oh, the Frisbee is in their court now. I'm like, what? And he's like, the ball is in their court. Is that the saying? I don't know. Okay. So, okay. I was questioning if my dad loved me or not, but then he paid for extra guac, so I know he loves me. All right. I don't know about this joke. It might not be funny, but let's try it out. So last year I went on 51st dates with Indian men. I don't know why. Maybe it's my tan skin or my nose ring, but I'm not Indian. Just in case people thought I was. I don't know how to finish that joke, but okay. So I'll do one more joke, I guess. See. Okay. So I was on a first date and the guy tried to get me into his car and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't trust you. I'm not getting in your car. And he goes, come on, you have to trust me. And I was like, you're not Aladdin. I don't have to trust you. All right. Thank you. My time.
Thanks for coming, America, anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do. I'll pay you to punch me. Oh, gross.
I've always wanted to be kidnapped. That's probably where like the mustache thing came from.
I feel like I have to be the weird curvy one because Dawn's not here.
Just pray whenever I was a kid. Get me out of this fucking family. Get me a nice man with a van.
I want a nice man with bona fides. I want him to be bona fide, all right?
Yes.
He's bona fide. That's my fucking favorite line from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? He's bona fide. Fucking George Clooney's just so sad. He's like, he's fucking bona fide? Fuck. He has to try so much harder.
That's the best
Oh,
one.
man.
Shakespeare.
This next comedian, what? Yeah, you know who's also bona fide? Fuck you, steal the words out of my mouth. She's so bona fide. She's coming from the red velvety void of comedic mirth, and I feel like honestly they should just let her be the new Jon Stewart. I don't know why they're not this, but I'll talk to somebody. I know somebody. I'll talk to a person. Extra comment, Lydia.
Yes, thank you so much. God is great.
Oh no.
Why? God is just fan. You know what? God gets a bad rap. God is benevolent, but God has terrible timing. That's all it is, man. Like, God can't do everything. But God's made wonderful things happen, man, like rainbows and fake snow and all kinds of wild shit, man. That lovely smell of a newborn's head. Shut up. Come on. Cicadas, like, they're cool, but no, I don't know. I know that's a controversial one, but like, no, I think yeah, man, but it's a timing issue, like cicadas, right? But why didn't they come last year? Really? They couldn't have bumped it up a year or whatever, or like made the cicada show up on January 6th? That would have been fucking hilarious. Like all of that shit with those guys just like swatting bugs off their faces and the statue. I don't know. Have a whole different cool. I don't know. So Greg was talking about human centipede, but my connection's bad, man. I'm not hearing it well, and I thought you said human centipedo, which was
So much worse.
Think of those questionable children's parties games we used to play. You remember the weird ones when you'd go to that weird house with the single mom? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like pin the tail on the donkey's dick, and you know, Simon says, "Don't tell anyone." Sorry, what? Y'all didn't play with me. Okay, never mind. What was the next thing? A friend of mine died recently, and people were putting stuff on his Facebook page. And one of the things I saw, which I'd seen before, but it really kind of hit me a certain way when I saw it this time, was rest in power. Somebody put rest in power, which I'm like, that is just. I felt offended, man. Like honestly, because I just thought like that's so much to ask. Like, that's just so much to ask. You know what I mean? That is like a 180 opposition right there, man. Like, it's just, let them just rest in whatever. You know, like, rest in power is such an American thing. It's like rest in leadership. Nah, dude. You know who rests in power? Demons. Yeah, like, no, exactly. We don't need more of that shit. Okay, fine. You guys are all resting in power. I guess during my set, I guess that's what this feels like. All right, thank you so much. Bontrager actually took a hit of weed. Now we're all gonna have to translate for him. Look, whatever. So my aunt's house when I used to go there was haunted, right? When I was growing up, and it was a scary place to go. But I don't know, man. My aunt's like old and senile now. Honestly, you know what? The scariest part of, like, the biggest deterrent to staying at my aunt's house now is not the ghosts. It's the rat shit. Cause she's a hoarder, man. Yeah, no, it's bad, dude. Like it's weird. And the thing is, I went there, I hadn't been there in years, and like it's pretty intensely bad. You know, she's senile, she doesn't clean, she hoards stuff, it's crazy. But you know what I noticed this time? No ghosts, man. No ghosts. Like seriously, I think the ghosts were like, ew. I don't know. And the last time I was there, man, her kitchen was so bad. I was just like, fuck it. I have to stay and like help clean it, right? So me and my mom, we get in there and we're just like, it was just horrible. It was like horrific. And we had to keep making her go away because she'd come in and like take the cat shit back and put it in the bags. And I don't know what her deal is. But it was really disgusting. I know, poor thing, right? Jesus. But after about 5 hours of this, we're both like covered in whatever the hell we've been cleaning up. And I say, Auntie, we gotta go. It's time for us to leave. We gotta head back out. And she goes, you're not gonna stay for lunch? Sorry. Anyway. Dr. Oz hosts Jeopardy. I just found that out this morning, man, which is like the world's changing, man. You know what I mean? Like Dr. Phil is hosting fucking NPR shows now, and like Mario Lopez is going to be heading up the PBS NewsHour. I mean, it's just a new world, guys. I have nothing to say, man. This is like 8 a.m. in the morning for me. Shit. One time I worked at this restaurant that was stuck to like, well, anyway, it was like a steakhouse and they had like a liquor store and whatever. And I was new there. It was about a month. And somebody was talking about seeing a pregnant lady last night who was not pregnant and they made a mistake with her and whatever. It reminded me of the story because this woman was coming in, right? And she was pregnant and she would go into the liquor store part and like buy stuff, and she was coming in like every day, and it's like my second week there, and I see this woman come in like 3 times, and like the 4th time she comes in, I just give her like this really dirty look, right? Because she's just like straight pregnant, right? And my boss comes in, and I go, Pete, I can't believe, you know, like this woman, this pregnant woman, nobody's telling. She's like, no, man, that's Sarah, dude. She's got cirrhosis, like, and she's one of our best customers. Just leave her alone. Okay, that's even weirder. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to go drink a lot now. Goodbye. Very odd.
Where's my hat?
Drink on camera.
Yeah. Come anytime. We'll do we'll go even earlier, and then we'll all do shots together.
Oh, yes. I have a bottle of apple vodka that my landlord gave me. I am willing to take shots with you guys.
I have a bottle of Mescale, and I have to say it like that or I don't say it right. And there's no mixer.
No mixer. No chaser.
It's so spicy.
No mixer.
It's so spicy and smoky. It's amazing. If every time you take a shot, it feels like you like smoked
you transcend. You do a DMT trip with Joe Gorman.
Yeah, it smells like you smoked a DMT blunt that was like aged in a Egyptian pharaoh's armpits. You know, it's great.
You see God.
You do see God. All right, let's see. I'll give you guys the last lineup. We'll see if up next we got Kathy O'Brien. Then we got Jerry Diamond. I think Arizor, if I'm saying that right. And then we got the Tom Dykes. If Hollywood is a real person, you can go too. I usually don't have the platonic ideal of or geographic places do comedy on the show, but if you're a geographic representation of Hollywood, you can always do that. You have a thing? I just blanked. I looked at the list and my mind blanked. You have a thing to say?
Your brain's not working?
Yeah, I don't have any riffs. I ran out of the riffs.
Brain is working.
The riff train stops.
You know whose brain is working?
That's how you do that.
Top of their game. Our next comedian coming to the stage, Kathy O'Brien.
The Professor X of comedy, Kathy O'Brien.
And I think Jeff Bezos needs to step the fuck up. I mean, there's no reason that guy should have the amount of money he has. Like, I live near an Amazon distribution center, and he is profiting big time off the pandemic. he needs to fucking give back and help people out, man. I swear to God, I think that guy is an uppercase schmuck. I don't know, but whatever. That's not funny. So years ago, my family got a baby goat, and I wanted to name the goat Lady Baba, but the kids wanted to name it Luna, and that's what we named it, Luna, and that's fine. And we had 6 Nigerian dwarf goats, and they are the comedians of the farmyard. They're always smiling. I saw Lady Baba just standing in the farmyard, and she just jumped up 3 feet in the air. And that shit is really funny to see. I mean, it's just like freaking hilarious to watch. And they like to jump up on shit. And so we set up some wooden crates. And so the goats would jump up on the crates. And I'm pretty sure they were like, well, this is not exactly the Swiss Alps, but I guess it'll have to do. But the goats figured out how to escape underneath the fence and run out into the road. I couldn't handle the thought of road goat kills, so we gave away the goats. Unfortunately, I really love those goats. Man, one time this guy came over. He didn't know we had goats. He was really stoned. We're sitting on the deck, and goats make this very weird noise where it sounds like they're dry heaving mixed in with like a very deep bass sound. It's very weird. I can't even emulate it. This guy jumps up from the deck. He runs across the deck and the patio into the far reaches of the yard. And he's like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, it was a Nigerian dwarf goat. And he's like, oh, wow, man, that's cool. Can I pet your goats? It was really weird. So we got pot-bellied pigs. I don't even know how that happened. I swear to God, I have no recollection, because I'm sure it was not on my radar to get pot-bellied pigs. I'm wondering if my husband and I got really stoned and we were like, let's get some pot-bellied pigs. Or either that, my husband just brought them home. And I think like you should consult with your partner before you bring 2 pot-bellied pigs home, but whatever. We named them Strawberry and Petunia, and I think that was another stoned situation. They figured out how to dig a hole underneath the fence. They escaped to the neighbor's yard. They were digging holes in the neighbor's yard. They called animal control. Strawberry escaped to the swamp, and Petunia got captured by animal control. So I think Strawberry had a much better life. We got guinea hens, and they flew out of the farmyard to the neighbor's house. Now, guinea hens are like really weird looking chickens. They've got blue and red heads. They escaped to the neighbor's house, and they're flapping their wings on their window. Can you imagine? You're like fucking sitting there watching TV, and these weird looking large chickens are flapping their wings on your window. The neighbors were not happy, so the guinea hens were a giant fail. We got chickens, and we thought we built a really good coop, but something broke into the coop and bit all of their heads off. So that was a giant fail. We had geese, a pair of geese. They always ran together through the farmyard, and they just squawked. And I said to my husband, I don't see the point in having these geese. So we gave them away. We basically get a giant fail for our farmyard situation. We do not win the Dr. Dolittle Award for raising farm animals. But we do really well with our Shelties. We love them. They're really well taken care of. And so there's that.
Yay!
For coming. Your animals can stay in my closet anytime they want. Let's see. Where's this
Sweet.
button? There we go.
Sweet.
I don't think I could raise a farm. I couldn't do it. That takes a lot for sure. But like I would bring home animals without telling my spouse.
I think I'd just get a bunch of I don't know. What are cooler? What are cooler? Goats or like
ferret?
But they have to be kind of like llama shaped because I just want to get a llama, a guard llama, and the guard llama will just mostly do all the work for me, and I'll just kind of go out every once in a while and be like, yeah, sheep, because then I can like take their wool and then I just shave them once a year, and the guard llama just does all the work, and then I just like throw food out there, and then like the guard llama beats up all the foxes and stuff. That's awesome. Let's run a sheep thing. Sheep thing. Sheep thing. Add that to the long list of COVID plans that will never happen because none of us have bajillions of money. I was trying to look up who has the most cash on hand. I only got 2014 article says it's Bill Gates, but how do you know how much cash on hand they have without breaking into their house? Seems kind of creepy.
You should break into people's house. You should do that more often, people. It's really easy. I can teach you guys how to pick locks. I did work in the hardware department of Lowe's for 2 years. I figured it out. Now
do you recommend using the lockpick gun? Because I hear the lockpick gun destroys the lock.
Yeah, you don't want to get the gun. You want to get, there's like actually like a little pick thing that has like, it's like a Swiss Army knife looking thing. You can get it on Amazon for like $6. Super easy.
It's a Swiss Army knife thing instead of being like little individual things? Because I'd lose them.
Yeah,
all right.
No. It does it all for you.
Because I play D&D, I know what thieves' tools are.
Push up, and then you turn, and you opened up a lock. It's really easy.
Yeah, I've played BioShock, and I've played D&D. I know what lockpicks do. I've seen it do the thing. You got to jump.
Or
you
jump
can
the thing, like a random stick in the woods, and then go Aloha Hamora, and then it's done. You just found out that you're a witch or a wizard, and you're going to Hogwarts.
I don't know. No.
No, we're not going. No. We're not going into that, dorky. We're going to talk about BioShock and Fortnite.
Harry Potter magic is it? Harry Potter magic and morals are inconsistent, and if they don't fucking fix what the fuck those motherfuckers were doing when the Nazis were doing shit, because the next movie it's Nazis time.
It's Nazi time.
Yeah, the next movie is Nazi times with the fantastic motherfuckers. Fantastic beast fuckers. They're gonna do all the Nazi stuff.
They're all gonna be Nazis, aren't they? They never talk.
You know who's not gonna be a Nazi? Our next comic. Next comics, but most definitely not a Nazi, even though I don't know about the Mets. I'm not, no, kidding. That's just an easy joke to me. I don't know about those Mets. I don't know about them. They got the blue with the thing, and I don't know. For coming, Jerry Diamond.
Woo! Thank you, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Well, I can tell you about the Mets. My entire team sucks for the Mets. That's what that stands for. And I'm also a Buffalo Bills fan, which means, boy, I love losing Super Bowls, okay? So I have the two worst teams in both NFL and the MLB league. They're the worst teams ever. And the thing is, no matter if they win or lose, I wear the shirts and their hats all the time, no matter what. To most people that I know, if their teams are losing, they just put the clothes right back in the closet until next year. So apparently they're not true fans. I'm a true fan for both the Buffalo Bills and the New York Mets. So there you go. So the New York Mets won their first World Series back in 1969. And I was born in 1969. So that was a great year for me. But after that, just what the hell after that? I don't know what happened. But the Bills did come close this past year, but then they just blew it. I was like, because here's the thing. I was down in New York City a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago, and I had some extra money. So I gave a homeless person $5. And he saw what I was wearing, my Buffalo Bills cap and my Mets shirt. Not only did he give me back my $5, but he gave me back all the money he had in his coffee pot. So I had an idea. I walked around a 2-mile radius, and every time I saw a homeless person, I offered them $5. They saw what I was wearing. Not only got my money back, but they gave me back all the money they had in their coffee pot, saying, "Dude, get a real team, okay? We feel sorry for you." But I almost came close to giving money back to the homeless if the Buffalo Bills had actually made it into the Super Bowl. So thank God that didn't happen. I was just that close. Joe Gardner was talking about reincarnation earlier, and I don't believe in reincarnation either, because I feel like once I'm gone, I'm gone. I'm afraid that if I came back as a rabbit, I'm either going to get shot or I'm going to get run over on Easter time by a car. Or if I came back as a deer, I'm either going to get shot in the woods or I'm going to get hit by a car doing 80 miles an hour, you know? So I'm done. It's just not going to happen. But I've also had done jokes in the woods. I did some jokes in the cemetery, and they all bombed. No one laughed. So I don't do any jokes in the cemetery anymore. That was just awful, and it's weird. Thank God for technology, because I used to go go for walks and you know, I work my set out. People look at me like I was weird. Like, "Are you okay? Do we need to call somebody?" And I said, "Yes." Another comedian to give me better jokes. They just kept on walking. So I spell my last name D-Y because I am poor. By the way, Abigail, you are feel free. I even keep the door unlocked for you to break into my house, because you'll find nothing but bills, unpaid bills in my house. You won't find no money. I'm a diamond in the rough.
I'm very poor. Send it over.
I actually had somebody did break into my house one time because they thought my last name was Diamond. "Oh, we're going to find some diamonds and we're going to find some money." They found nothing. They left a note on my table saying, "Please get something worth taking." So get the hell out of my house. Feel free to come in. Grab yourself a beer and get the hell out. But I'm so poor that my credit card company called me recently and said, "Hey, Mr. Diamond, do you know you owe us $10,000 back in credit card payments?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." He goes, "Are you ever going to pay us?" And I was like, "Yeah, when I get the money, you'll get the money." So they're asking you, "Do you have a job? Are you work or anything like that?" I said, "Yeah, I do stand-up comedy." "Well, how's that working out for you, Mr. Diamond?" I'm like, "Have you received any money from me yet?" You're still going to be waiting on that. So I am now I used to work in retail. I worked in a convenience store where we sell lottery tickets, beer, and condoms. So yeah, we were supporting gambling, alcoholism, and keep couples up, both the Jerry Springer and Maury Povich show. I had this customer came in, he bought a box of condoms, and I asked him, "Would you like a paper bag for that?" And he says to me, "No, she's not that ugly." It's weird. I had these 3 kids come in the store a while back, and they asked me, "Excuse me, sir, have you found Jesus?" And I'm like, I didn't even know he was lost. Where the hell did he go? This guy walks on water. How did he get lost? And they go, no, we're serious. I said, "So am I." And I said, "Oh, by the way," because they were wearing these funny looking hats. I know they were Jewish, but, I said, "Oh, by the way, do you know that they would make hats for kids all the same size, bigger sizes? You can wear them." And they're like, "We're Jewish." I says, "Yeah, so is my grandfather, but he doesn't support it." He was cheap. He was so cheap. Every time I heard a bird chirp, that was my grandfather speaking. That's how cheap he was. God bless his soul. But there is a lot of stupid people out there. There really is. It's like this one guy asked me, he goes, "Did I win this lottery ticket?" I go, "No." And he goes, "Can I get a refund?" I said, "No, get the hell out of here." Go to Stewart's. All right, that's my time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks for coming, Jerry.
Jerry, you grow a mustache and we can be talking.
Yeah. Can you grow a Tom Selleck?
No, I don't. Someone said that. I did a mustache one time. They said I look like Tom Selleck. I said, "No, that's impossible." He has muscles.
So it sounds like if you groom it, I don't know. Just
I had a mustache. I looked like one of the top 25 most wanted people.
That helped me grow my mustache.
You look good. Honey, you can feel free to break into my house anytime you want. I'll even leave the door unlocked for you.
I guess she'll be coming in with what do you call it? Like Rogaine mustache edition. She'll just be like sprinting it on, just like right there.
Well, I do have a bald
Right
spot on my head, so you can bring the Rogaine if you want.
Nah, fuck the head. It's just a mustache. She doesn't.
okay.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
go
all
mustache. I'll go
just
mustache.
right here.
I gotta
The
sing.
square thing right here.
I look like a dork in a mustache. I look like Ronald
You,
McDonald on crack with a mustache.
we'll let Abigail decide what you look like in a mustache.
Exactly. It's up to me.
What do we got up next? Arizor, are you ready? Oh, he's ready.
He's
Leaning
been trying
up.
not to take a nap this whole time. He's gonna bring us all of that energy that we need.
Come on down.
Yeah. Where are we? Five minutes of this, please.
Hey, you ready?
Muted.
I don't think we hear you. Yeah, I don't think we hear you. Well, yeah. Let's see here. Dealing with the audio. So this segment brought to you by ShamWow, now with Bluetooth. Have you ever wanted to clean your car with a ShamWow and you're like, I wish my ShamWow played radio? Well, now ShamWow comes with Bluetooth. You can connect it, and the ShamWow itself will play only we're in trouble. No, we still don't hear you. I saw your lips move. I see the lights moving.
Yeah.
There's stuff happening. He's brewing people. Let's see. T-sponge. For when you want to clean your house, but first you want to have a nice fistful of tea. So you squeeze it right on out of that tea sponge, and you get delicious tea flavored liquids, and then you rinse that out, and then you clean your car up.
Yeah, you gotta do it with your hands though. You don't get like the right vitamins.
No. All right. We'll go on to someone else. We'll see what you're doing. We'll get you.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just type in your set into the chat, and I'll say it while you move your lips. That'll be fun.
That could work.
Let's see. We got Tom Dykes in here. Is Hollywood a real person? One more test for the Hollywood.
Flashing his camera every now and then. He does appear to be a real person.
Hollywood's a real person.
Yeah.
Right.
I am a real person. I am a real life boy.
You're a real boy. Okay, we have a real boy on the list after the Tom Dykes here. Arizona, we'll give you Tom Dykes will go. They'll give you a nice 5 minutes to. You don't have to rush or anything. You can figure out what's going on over there. Tom Dykes, what do you think about the Schneider cut? I'm just kidding. Come on down.
I have no opinion on the Snyder cut.
Yeah, thank God. I actually didn't want.
The only DC superheroes who've had good movies are Batman and Wonder Woman. The first Wonder Woman was good.
Yeah.
Those are the only good DC movies. so
Low
like,
bar.
I don't have an opinion on the Snyder cut.
Yeah. Low bar.
I don't know, man.
Thanks for coming,
I
buddy.
don't want to talk about the Snyder cut. I want to go like balls deep into like early modern Chinese history. That's what I'm trying to do.
Fuck
today.
yeah, dude.
That's
Fuck
the goal.
Yeah.
So once upon a time, there was this guy, and he got really sick, and then he woke up and he thought he was the brother of Jesus. Now, I don't understand that, but apparently this guy managed to convince a group of people, be like, yo, what's up? I'm Hong. I'm Chinese. This is my brother Jesus. He's a Palestinian Jew. Don't question the odds. Don't question the odds at all of any of this happening. I'm kidding. This is what actually happened. Hi, my name is Hong. I'm Chinese. This is my brother Jesus. He's black. Don't question the odds. Don't question any of the odds. Fucking new material, I swear to God. Anyway, so he decides, and so then he starts, converting all these people to Christianity. And then this is going to come as like a major shock to you. The local government found the Christians, and they didn't like the Christians were doing, and they tried to stop them from being Christians. You're going like, no fucking way, that never happens. No, they were trying to murder all the Christians in the face, dude. Like, they were really serious about it. Didn't go well. It's because the Christians said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go establish the heavenly kingdom of great peace. And if you're wondering, the heavenly kingdom of great peace is a lot like the Democratic People's Republic of North Korea. Like the name doesn't really describe what's going on. Like there's a disconnect between the name and what we're doing. Jesus Christ, I hate new material. Anyway, so hey everybody, how's it going? It's a Zoom show. But yeah, man, I just don't know. If I ever see someone and they're establishing the heavenly kingdom of great peace, I'm gonna get a lot of guns because like 30 million people died. Maybe that's how I should have told the story. Once upon a time, there was a heavenly kingdom of great peace, and it caused a civil war that killed 30 million people. The end. Maybe that's where I'm supposed to go with this. I'm not sure. And then finally, and then I'll get to my old jokes. We can stop this misery of a joke. We were like, how do we stop the heavenly kingdom of great peace? The Chinese were like, well, we don't know what to do. Let's go find some white people. Turns out white people did a pretty damn good job of it, including the guy who was the most successful fighting the heavenly kingdom of great peace. So they gave him the nickname of Chinese Gordon, which is the whitest name I have ever heard in my entire life. Like that's just like you could tell that was 1842. You can't be like, hey, my friend does a lot of aid work. His name's Africa Jim. Like you can't do that. You can't do that. Okay, I give up. Well, let's see here. This is like totally fucking, I don't have a joke for this yet. I was yelling at a crowd, right? So I started yelling at the crowd, and then I started angrily shaking my fists at the crowd, and then I started angrily shaking my fists at the crowd. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I heard that Ronald Reagan's wife, Nancy, was really into horoscopes. And she said, and apparently the horoscope saved Ronald Reagan's life. Like, that's just wild, man. I heard that the assassin got a horoscope that said, just stay home and do nothing. And that was it. It's crazy. Okay, that's not okay. I saw a dog get kicked out of a bar, and he was the most chill I've ever seen any mammal get kicked out of a bar. Because he was so cool about it. It's like almost like he had no idea what anybody was saying. Okay. What else? I was watching sports. The guy's name was Caesar to Jesus. Like, if your last name is Jesus, maybe you don't name your kid after the leader of the people who killed Jesus. I don't know. It's like I was watching sports and Hitler Goldstein has the ball or something like that. I was yeah. See, that's not new material, so it doesn't suck. Isn't that great? Let me think. It was really icy this February, and I watched this chick eat it so hard on the ice that instead of going, "Are you okay?" we were like, "Are you conscious?" And she was. And she was like, "Hey, can you help me find my pepper spray?" And I was like, "Oh, I found it." She's like, "Okay, cool. You want to go in my car and do weed with me?" And I was like, "Sure," because that's this thing that stoners get to do. Like, if someone has a bong and is like, "Let's go get high in the scary forest with the huge spiders," all of a sudden be like, "All right, man, free weed." So we're in her car smoking weed. She does the same things to the guy in front of us. His name is Tony Snow. Tony Snow gets into the that car with us, and we're like, "Here, have a bong, Tony Snow." And Tony Snow's like, "I don't do drugs." We're like, "You don't do drugs, but your name is Tony Snow. We thought you would sell us Coke after this." He's like, "Nah, I don't do drugs." "All right, nice to meet you, man. Actually, I do have, go ahead, give me the bong." We're like, "All right, you have the bong." "I don't do drugs." And this just continues for 30 minutes, way too fucking long, until I finally figure it out. He says, "Yeah, my girlfriend's in Chicago." And I'm like, "Oh, he's thirsty. The girl who ate it on the ice is hot. He's just hoping if he sticks around for long enough, something might happen." But it doesn't. And we're like, "All right, goodbye, Tony Snow." And on his way out of the car, he eats it on the ice harder than she did. I swear that we don't get this guy's deal. His name is Tony Snow. He does not do snow, and he can't walk on snow. What's up? What's going on here? Anyway, but so we're sitting there stoned in the car laughing our asses off at this instead of choosing to help him. And after that, she's like, "I really appreciate you finding that pepper spray. Here, I have a box of cinnamon rolls. Do you want one?" I'm like, "Yeah, I love cinnamon rolls." And that's how I got a free cinnamon roll. That is what happened. Not a joke. It's actually the story. All right, my name's Tom Dykes. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming, Tom
Hey.
Ba-da-ba-da-da-do. Ba-da-da-da-da-do. Dum, 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 someday time does.
Real lack of today.
Real lack of what?
Canadians.
Oh yeah, it's because we didn't have our Canadian beacon. Uh she Dawn didn't go up to the roof of the local police and turn on the like hot mess beacon. It wasn't received. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Oh, Arizona. I think we heard you. We got. Come on down. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we hear you. Come on down.
Hey.
Not
Hey,
bad. Here we go.
how y'all doing? How y'all see me?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's my first time, so I guess y'all just took my virginity. I bet you it's not fun to be taken advantage of by 10 people, but it's cool. Either way, yeah, I guess there's a lot of people from Chicago, and I'm from Chicago too. The thing is, like, that now with all this COVID and stuff, you don't want to go out. I was like, I hated people from the beginning, so that just made it a lot fucking easier for me to stay away from people. And shoot, there's also like now that technology aged up, and then you got these like kids that don't know nothing. They had it easier. Shoot, when I was young, you had to try to make a freaking bong out of anything, tin cans, whatever you could freaking find. Now they could just go to the store and buy a whole damn glass bong and just smoke all damn day. They now have all this luxury stuff. They have these damn iPads and stuff. Sometimes you just want to, just pay more attention to his iPad than walking, knowing where he's walking in the store. Get the parents that just like, oh, yell at them, and then the kid just go do what he wants. And like, hey, they good old days when you used to whip the kids, you'd be better. Now you whip a kid, you're in jail. There's a lot of people that like my fiance, she works in a jail, and there's just a lot of crazy inmates and things, and then like I hear all this stuff. I'm like, you get the coolest job. You get to play cards with inmates, and for me, I just, this is my first time doing this. I don't even know. I'm not really sure if I'm good or not, but I would like to know anything at the end. But I'm not sure if y'all could really hear me. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then, I get that thing where people like, look like Charlie Sheen for some reason. I'm like, yeah, who doesn't mind cocaine, hookers, and partying every damn day? Too bad I don't do that anymore. I'm too old. I don't know. I was like for living in Chicago, and the funny part about it, I live in Chicago and I work in Indiana. So I'm that kind of person. I gotta hate two states. I don't just hate one. And Illinois is a state that has like weed legal for recreational, and then you got Indiana that don't. So you know how hard it is trying to sniff drugs back and forth the border every single day. But it's cool. Like the other day went out to Michigan, which was pretty nice out there. Only thing is, you just got those crazy ass drivers that just cut you off in like a heartbeat. I'm like, okay, it was a whole car wreck. Luckily, I'm too high to worry about it. So just move on with life. And say shit. I didn't think I had this much time.
You got 2 more minutes.
Oh, well, you know what? How everybody want to be a stand-up comedian. I don't want to be a stand. I want to be different. I just want to be a sit-down comedian because I'm too damn lazy to stand up. There's a lot of people that be like, oh, but I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna bring my chair. Even one of those little walkers with the chair. I could just sit down there. I don't even care. But I got to be different. That's why I got a different haircut. But it is what it is. You see, I'm starting to let my hair grow, which is kind of creepy, but I was so used to having it so short. Now I know what women feel when they have their hair so long. All it is got little bumps of hair everywhere. You see, everybody can have a beard. I can't have a beard. it start itching me. I guess it doesn't want me to be manly. So, but yeah, I'm gonna say something else. I don't know how many of you guys still smoke.
Hell yeah.
Y'all smoke. You know,
Yeah.
public bathroom, smoking in a bathroom of a freaking not feel like you're just doing coke in the bathroom. You can just do whatever you want. Just light your pen up in the middle of a store. Nobody would know. No, there's a lot of people like for me. I work at Walmart. I light up in like one of those stoners that fully function. Like I could do a lot of amazing stuff when I'm stoned, but not when I'm sober. Try to cut black hair for the first time. I actually did that amazingly for the first time. I was freaking high. I fix up dance floor. I did a lot of stuff just super high. I even drive high. I'm like, damn, so concentrated, drive straight. A lot of people be like falling asleep with all these different types of weed. I'm like, they all just keep me up.
Hey man, thanks for coming. All right, looks like that was the hot mess. Unless Hollywood wants to jump in here, I think he says that he's doing some work.
Okay.
But yeah, so you have any closing thoughts, Abigail? How's it feel to be the mother of two kids and
What
just
I've always wanted.
just having having a good kill death ratio on Fortnite? How's it feel? You're champion.
I feel honored, actually. It's
Yeah.
just practice for like whenever I finally break into everybody's homes and
Maduro be like for you, Abigail.
Oh, Hollywood, you want to do a
I was
set?
going to become a serial killer, but okay. That's fine.
You saying you want to do a set, Hollywood? Oh yeah, cool.
Unmute yourself to talk.
Yeah, you're muted. All right.
I thought I was muted. Here I am.
Coming in the whole way from their name, Hollywood.
Yes, I'm here. I just want you guys to know that your sets tonight are not going unnoticed. Just Relapse is around the corner. I'm taking notes. Abigail, you're definitely fucking going. Lance, dude, you're 100%. Everybody's going to be successful. That's all I'm here to promise. I just want to share some good news with you guys. I got to jump back to work in a few seconds. But I got engaged. Engaged. Yeah, man. I know she's the one. Our daughter's turning 14 next week. So yeah, man, I'm like pretty excited. I like this room. You guys gave me more than my own family. You cannot come out. People like, hey, I want to make an announcement. We're getting engaged. People are like, I'm like, I'm not registering for you anything at Macy's. We're probably going to be registered at Dollar Tree because that's just, I think, how it works. Every year you're bidding with somebody $100 off the bat. It just keeps going here. Paper plates will be in my future. 2021 seems like it's shaping up. I've been going to the barbershop a lot and seeing white guys in there. So I think racism is almost coming to a close. I blame I give a lot of credit to Ice Cube and all the barbershop movies that came out beforehand. So I think it's pretty cool. I like seeing white guys don't go to Supercuts anymore. They come to the hood barbershops. It's dope as hell. You get your shit lined up really well. You can probably get some smoke while you're getting your haircut. There's services you just can't get at a Supercuts, all right? Get DVDs, burners, whatever, planned contraceptives, all at the same time. Supercuts don't got it like that. And I think it's a great positive direction because you know what? I think there's like a war between like a race war. It used to be racist whites versus non-racist whites. Now it's just woke white people versus really woke white people. And I just think if we Can I just take a pill? Just step back. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. No, like, no, I'm more woke than you. No, you're more woke. No, it just gets too much. It gets too much. Hopefully, you guys can figure things out. We don't like seeing white on white crime. Enough about that. Bontrager's the man here. I just wanted to come out real quick, say what's up to everybody, announce my amazing engagement, my nuptials.
Hell yeah.
We share a Facebook account and not an Instagram though, because it's not Facebook. We're not there just yet, but we're getting there. All right, everybody, thanks so much. I know this was a killer material. I just want to give a little bit of inspiration just for laughs. I am taking notes. Hollywood here, Ali, all around. Abigail, thank you.
Thanks for coming, Ali. I will be sending you that ball and chain. I cannot wait to hear how it fits you both.
I want to get married.
Who are you gonna marry?
I don't care.
Me.
Which mustache are you gonna marry?
Mine. I'll go in for you.
I already know who it is.
Okay. You can have 3 mustaches, but they have to be alive now. I'm not bringing anyone back to life. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, this is so difficult. Lydia, obviously, with her mustache, #1 draft pick.
Okay. Lydia, mustache #1. All right.
Lydia, I think that's a good choice, right?
Yeah.
Second
Fan favorite.
God. Oh my God. No, I'm so mad right now. It can't
You're so
be a cartoon
mad.
character. It has to be alive. Fuck. All right. So Lydia, Joe.
Puts on sunglasses.
I had
Lydia, Joe.
It's hiding her feelings for me.
Just Lydia, Joe. Don't worry about it.
I have. Oh wait, no. This girl I found on TikTok who had a mustache on her face. Can you guys see that?
Oh my God.
That's pretty okay. I guess
Yeah,
I'll
that
allow it,
girl.
but
She's alive, I think.
I thought you were gonna go like
There's
isn't
2 women and 1 guy. I'm like,
let's see, Brimley. I think Brimley's still alive, isn't he?
Brimley.
Brimley?
No, he died last year.
He
God
died.
damn it.
He died.
God damn it.
Oh, Wilfred
Alex up
Brimley?
there for me. He really is.
He had
but,
diabetes.
Also, so is the Pringles can.
He had diabetes.
Okay,
That had
you're
to
not
be-
even gonna throw in a old ye old. Let's see. It's if I have to do this.
It's too bad Wilfred Brimley couldn't speak at his own funeral because I feel like he would have nailed it.
So you're not even gonna go for the Offerman. You're not even gonna go
I'm gonna
Offerman.
go for the Offerman. The guy to the right, though, that guy, he can get it every day, no matter what. He's
What
from,
about that guy?
us or
What about
something.
this? What about that guy?
Oh my God, Henry Cavill.
Oh, Henry Cavill stash, dude. Yeah, in Mission
That is-
Impossible. This is
so
this
good.
mustache. This mustache was protected by a fucking contract, and that's why Joss Whedon
Way.
ruined this mustache. So powerful that CGI could not erase it. That's how powerful this mustache is. Technology
So good.
couldn't
That's
handle
my
it.
Snyder cut.
Dude, but is it going over his lip? Like, because that's insane. Oh, god damn it. Well, Clark Gable's pretty good, but like dude,
we know
what,
how
like,
I feel about Clark Gable.
is it going over his lip? Like, is it going
Elliot,
into his mouth?
Elliot.
Or does he just have like a really long top lip?
He might just have one of those like thin lips, but I can actually see his lips like underneath. It's a good stash. I think like once you get it to the right length and like you get comfortable with it.
How about this guy?
No.
Okay. 3 more mustaches, and then we'll get on out of here. Let's see.
What about Hulk Hogan?
No.
It's blonde.
Because, like,
You can
he's
barely
so
see it.
just-
It's blonde. You know what I mean? I want a good mustache.
Yeah, like I'm attracted to blonde men, but like not often. I mostly like the ginger.
Spending a day of the week, huh?
Okay, so you're not gonna go
I am
classic.
gonna go Sam Elliott. I said that. He's
Okay,
still
Sam
the
Elliott's in
boss.
it. Sam Elliott's in it. All right.
Yeah, Sam Elliott can just like fit wherever he wants.
Okay, so you have Lydia, Joe Gorman, and you're allowed to have the Sam Elliott and the oh my
Henry
god.
Cavill.
What is this game we're playing?
Oh,
We're playing Marry That Mustache.
Oh, okay.
And I've upped it to 5 mustaches that you can marry, but they have to be alive.
Streaming?
Yeah, we're still streaming. This is my treat to you. Like this is like we're still streaming. We end with mustaches.
Mike
Thank
was
you for
over.
no. Thank you for filling in
Just,
for
like,
Dawn.
tears right
and
now.
this is this is the mustaches. You get to have them. Would you tell Chris Hemsworth?
I
Would you tell Chris Hemsworth? No, you tell him not like. I tell him to shave it if you wanna for the stash. Like imagine it's stashed. I can imagine that, right? Like you
I
can
can
imagine a
imagine
little
that.
bit.
It would be a good one, but like I'd still have to turn it.
I think Henry Cavill fucked it up in this picture. I think he fucked up the mustache.
Ooh, Jude Law does have a good stash whenever he has.
Where's the law? Okay, that's a good. It's a good medium. It's not too imposing.
Right.
And
But
it's like
not,
it's not
in
like
your
super
face
thick.
mustache. It looks like
Yeah.
it belongs. That's what I like.
Yeah, look, it just he'll subtly sexually harass you.
Exactly, and that is the energy I deserve.
Let's see. Who's this guy?
Is that Bruno Mars with a mustache?
Oh, so yeah, it says Bruno Mars. I don't like it.
It's
Ooh, I
too-
don't like this either. Gosling. What do we feel about the Goss? Make the Goss have a thicker stash.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Taylor Swift with a mustache.
Yes.
Oh, Jake? Jake?
Yeah.
Where's Jake?
Jakey has a mustache sometimes. People are leaving. They're like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, no, you're allowed to leave.
Been here for a while.
Yeah, this is the podcast. You're allowed to leave.
Yeah.
This is all just for Abigail.
Jake, sweet.
So I mean, but he always goes full beard. He always goes full
I've seen
beard.
him like without a beard and just the stash before.
Do we like a John Hamm?
We like a John Hamm. We do not like a Chris Evans.
Oh, that's
I don't like a
gross.
Chris Evans.
Oh, that was really gross.
Right? Isn't
Why
that
is there-
disturbing?
why is there a
looks
Chris
like
Evans?
he will murder you in a van and then store your body in like one of those like safes in his basement, and then you come back as a ghost and you have to be part of a really bad movie.
Oh my God, Lydia, whatever effect you're using right now looks so crazy. You look like you are the Matrix. Oh my God. Ooh, is this the Gucci one?
There it is. I knew it.
Oh no, this is whatchamacallit. And I'm really angry that he stole my style. He came to Chicago, he saw pictures of me doing stand-up, and he stole my outfit. Like I'm very angry. I'm like extremely angry.
Do you dress like this? Like on
I'm
a
very, very angry.
You wear shorts with a button up?
Yeah. I don't have not shorts that are that short. I go knees. I go respectable. But I have been known to do this exact look. I need that coat. I do need a red silk shirt. But I mean, come on, the glasses.
Right.
Okay. One more mustache. Name a man.
One more. Just one more mustache.
Name a man. Abigail. Who's your favorite mustache after all the ones we've done?
My favorite of like all of them. I still think it might be Henry Cavill.
No. After all the ones we've done. Like, what's your? Yeah.
I'm gonna go classic here. Mario.
Lopez? Oh, Mario. Okay. But he's so I mean, I guess. I mean, it makes sense because you'd like, here's a whole ass video of how to grow a Mario mustache. It's uploaded by Ronnie Chavalis, October 17th, 2016. I think that's all we need to know.
Exactly.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for co-hosting. If you want to grow a mustache like Mario, Google it. That's been it. I'm gonna close it. And where is it? Where's the end button?